Abracadabra, my magical boo-boo. How are you doing? So, the sun is setting. Look how gorgeous it is. Blessings, greetings and blessings from the island of love, the island of Aphrodite, Cyprus. It's the end of the day. I just did all my tarot, and I wanted to share this with you. I don't know, something compelled me to do this because I'm doing a lot of magic and manifesting at the moment for myself. As you know, I'm an all-around magical boo-boo. I do love tarot. Love is my business. I do magic. I do coaching when it comes to love in the 21st century. I mean, that's a whole other, drama. But the cobbler has no shoes, and your mommy is on Dway. I'm talking a lot. Day 25 of manifesting my high vibrational soulmate. And I just feel like I feel so empowered and so happy that I'm doing this. And something compelled me to share this with you. I'm going to put this on the tarot channel and link it to the vlog channel. Maybe we'll see. But I'm just going to put this on the tarot channel because I feel like so many of you we're all connected in some way. We're obviously part of a soul group. If you relate to my readings and me and the stuff I say about love and tarot, you're probably relating because we're whatever you believe in, from the same planet, starship, starseed, god, goddess, anyone in between. So we have some kind of an energetic connection in this lifetime, and I don't know who my high vibrational soulmate is. I've never met him. I never and I'm into boys, but I mean, you never know when that last ship to the Isle of Love. Okay, don't cancel me for like baiting people. So I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just saying it's a spectrum. But yeah, I think it's a boy, and in my visions, it's a boy, or a man rather, a high priest. In fact, so I'm manifesting my man, and I've never met him in this lifetime. I never got married, never had kids. People always ask me about that, and it's like because I just turned 40 last year, and it's but people have been asking me that since I was like legitimately like 19, 18. Like, oh, when are you gonna have kids? Well, I don't know. When I meet someone of someone with a good soul. I always knew there was a soulmate out there for me. I always knew that my soul was longing for someone special, longing for someone who knew me from past lifetimes, from my different places in this world. And I just had this thought today when I finished my videos for the day, and the sun's so gorgeous, the views, even for the view, let's just vibe and enjoy it together. But I thought, I'll ask my boo-boos, because you've been so supportive and so wonderful to me on my journey. As you know, part of my journey is to find love and my own personal Atlantis and happiness as I go through the Mediterranean. And I just thought, maybe my soul group, maybe my soul babies, maybe one of you is connected to this man. And I have like a few, like they're like code words. One of the code words is Atlantis. He's connected to Atlantis in some kind of a way, in the same way that I am on a soul level. So, somebody who, and he doesn't have, and listen, any of these words, I'm just putting it out there because words are spells as well. So words are spells, and I feel like the more I talk about him, the more I'm manifesting him, and the closer he feels. Seriously, I'm getting a lot of synchronicities and affirmations that whatever I'm doing is working. So, one of the words I want to speak is Atlantis. One of the words in my visions, in my meditations, in my dreams. One of the spaces is ancient Egypt, obviously ancient Greece, the Mediterranean, Gibraltar, things like the vibration of sound, so he might be connected to sound, or the transmitting information in some way, the transmission of vibration, like, radio waves or podcasting and stuff like that. Also to medieval history, particularly Templar Knights and Arabic traditions of magic. So you might be connected to that in some way in this lifetime, and to France specifically. I know these are kind of like random things, but they're not. And I'll get more into it on my vlog channel because it helps me when I do stream conscious. the vlogs are long, so you know, they're stream of consciousness vlogs, but it helps me, I feel like, to summon him, because I summon things through language and through sound. I'm one of those people, like, I talk to myself, like, even like if I have to find my keys or anything, I gotta speak it for it to like appear. I know it's weird, it's like a dyslexia thing, but I think like it might be a bit of a magical thing too. So it's also a sign of high intelligence, so if you talk to yourself, it means you're smart. All right, just saying. And if you can't spell like me, it's because you're smart. So I'm manifesting him in this vibration, and there's another specific word that is coming up, and that's the word Mayday. However you want to interpret that, we're coming into the 1st of May. I might post this on the 1st of May. I'll see. We'll see. Because I feel like maybe we don't want the evil eye on this, because I feel like that could be a shift in, like a major shift in energy. So, but he's connected to all these things, and he's connected specifically to my goddess, my mother goddess, Hecate. So, in some kind of a way, she's responsible for crossroads. She takes care of people who have experienced injustice or are fighting for the justice of those who have been marginalized or excluded in some way. She's connected to dogs and snakes. Maybe he's a snake charmer. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be wonderful? Maybe he's like a snake charmer from Gibraltar who has a nice dog. Okay. All right, let's keep it serious. Let's be serious. And I know this is like maybe a little bit weird, but some like an inner voice when I was like I say, I finished your tarot for the day. I was meditating, doing my stuff, doing my vlogs, and I was talking to the goddess Aphrodite and Inanna, because I feel like the sun here really has Inanna, the energy of Inanna Astarte. That because that's where apparently Aphrodite came from as a tradition in Greece. She came specifically as an iteration of the goddess Inanna. The more ancient goddess Inanna, also the goddess of love and war, because Aphrodite is the goddess of love and war. People forget that. She's war too, so you know, don't mess with us, peoples. But yeah, so I'm doing like all this manifesting, and the more I post about it, the more reels I do, the more I talk about it, the closer it seems, and the more I talk about this man. You know, he came to me as a high priest in ancient Egypt. That's how I first had it, and I wasn't expecting that vision, by the way. I always knew that person was out there, but at the time that he appeared to me, I was totally focused on myself and my journey and stuff like that. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So, you know, like, he's pulling me towards him in some kind of a way. He may be adjacent to these things. He may not be directly in those countries or from those places or, you know, into that kind of stuff. But, you know, it's got to be out there somewhere. Maybe history or archaeology. But I'm so strongly connected to these spaces. Because as my soulmate, we must have had many lifetimes together. And I feel like whatever happened, whatever separation took place, would have started in Atlantis, or, you know, if you don't believe in Atlantis, it doesn't matter, but it would have been those times before the flood, before ancient Egypt, in the old times of the goddess. Oh, there you go. And the Minoans. Maybe he's connected to the Minoans in some way. But that's just, you know, that's just because they're goddess energy. You know, where the bull, you know, where the labyrinth was with the bull and stuff like that. The Minotaur, that's the myth of the Minotaur. But the civilization that lived on that island was quite possibly unconfirmed, not enough records, but was a matriarchal civilization and a carrying over of goddess civilizations that would have been dealt with. There's some words I can't say. I still don't know if I can say that word or not, but let's just say unalived by the patriarchal new regime that was coming in the early ancient Greek period. So it would have been around 2000, 1000 BCE. All right, and yeah, so yeah, I don't want to, I'm waffling on again. I do this all the time. I just never want to finish a video because I love talking to you. There's way more many words, but the most important ones that keep coming up, I just keep hearing this, and I've been hearing a lot of these words for a long time, but Atlantis for sure, and something to do with Egypt, someone who understands the energy of Aphrodite, or the energy of ancient things, even if they don't, like, even if he doesn't know that he does. Maybe his parents were both archaeologists, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's somehow connected to all these things. We're connected from a past lifetime. That is his vibration. That's my vibration. So somehow our paths have to cross, and may Hecate bless us all. May Hecate bless you so that you may cross paths with the correct person. May you honor Hecate tonight as well, and Aphrodite in honor. As the sun is setting, the moon's going to go up, and now we have the goddess Selene, the goddess of the moon. So yeah, honor the energies that you vibe with, but I specifically am sending you that blessing that your paths may cross with the right person and your high vibrational soulmate in this lifetime as soon as possible. And if you know of this, maybe you know a guy like that, because we're all like new agey magical starseed boo-boos, right? Like, maybe this is like the guy who hangs out at your local astrology dive. I don't know. You know what maybe he's an astrologer. Maybe he is a magician in this lifetime, because he came, I'm telling you, like, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, high priest. And the code word is Mayday, because it's almost May, and I've been hearing that for a long time, and I bet he's hearing it, or maybe he's connected to boats in the sea. And yeah, so blessings from Hecate. And let me just say one last thing. Hecate is the goddess of the threshold. So she's Hecate exists where, if you're into that stuff, if you're not, you can click out. It's fine. Just go find him, Pippa. All right, tell your friends. Maybe it's you. Why don't you tell me? But Hecate exists at the crossing, or at the meeting of the land, the sea, and the sky. And whenever I'm at the beach, I feel Hecate so strongly, especially when the sun goes down, and the moon goes up. It really feels like, and it always feels like, especially in Cyprus, there's a little path. The sun makes a little path across the water, and then when the moon comes up, it makes another path across the water. And these are the crossroads of Hecate. So I feel so blessed, and I feel so so grateful to participate in this, in this world and in this universe, and I'm so grateful for you. And yeah, Pipu, if you find them, like, legit, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we gotta think of something. All right, like, you get free, if you find this Pipu for me, you get free tarot for life. All right, and free magic, free tarot, whatever. All right, I love you so much, my Pipu. Oh, also, like, he might be, yeah, like, he's related to suffering in some way, obviously, because, like, if he's related to Hecate, so he might be someone who helps people, or someone who has been in situations that allowed him to understand what it's like to be without help and on the outside. I love you, my babies. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.